What's up, YouTube? So, I want to talk about something real quick and see if there's people out there that can relate to me. I don't really see this topic that much on YouTube, but I grew up with a mentally ill mother. I didn't know my mom was mentally ill until I was like in high school. I knew she was on drugs when I was little, but I did not know that she was mentally ill. We moved to Vallejo when I was around like 3.5 from Salinas, California. And I remember when I was little, there were family members that were trying to take me and my sister, my older sister. And we didn't understand, what was going on at that time. But my mom was facing some jail time and some other things too. And as we grew older, we noticed that the family did not like my mom. Nobody in the family liked my mom. I remember I was 7 years old and I was at a cousin's house, and it was like a group of cousins and uncles and stuff like that just in our kitchen. And they were all around the table just talking trash about my mom. And I was in the room. I heard everything. And my cousin had went out there to get something to drink. And, obviously she heard too. And she was just like, Gabby's in the room, y'all. And that's all I hear is whispers. So then I peeked my head out a little bit. And my uncle's in there. He's like, oh, hey, hey, Niecy, I didn't even know you was here. And I'm just like, yeah. And I wanted to go home right then and there. I didn't want to be there no more. I didn't understand how we're supposed to be a family, but you guys are talking real bad about my mom. I didn't get it. I never told my mama about this at all until I got probably 16. I didn't tell her none of the stuff. I would be at multiple cousins' houses and just hear them talking trash about my mom. But it was weird because it's like they would use my mom. They would go over there to her house, ask for money. My mom would cook for them. My mom was always so generous and so nice to them. She did so much for their kids, And this is when she was still on drugs a little bit, but she was coming off of it. Then I hit high school, and I used to go out to Livingston to see my uncle. And one day my uncle was like, Niecy, you are of age now, and I feel like I could open up to you about some stuff. I'm like, okay. So he opened up to me about my mom. I'm listening, but I ain't taking it to heart or nothing like that. But I remember he tried to take me in that summer, and I just couldn't do it. All I know is my mom. My dad wasn't really in my life like that growing up at all. So all I knew was my mother. And I knew him, he got out of jail in 2007. And I just remember I was just like, I don't know. I'm like, how am I supposed to trust you? You got out of jail. You end up just getting with this woman that hit the lottery. So it's like, what are you really about? That's what I was thinking in my head. And I'm like, yeah, you got it good right now because, of your woman, your wife, So for a long time, I would think back to that time when my uncle was trying to take me. I remember when my mom was fully off drugs, she became kind of a different person. It's like I finally saw her true colors, what everybody was talking about in the family. It's like she hated me and my sister, envied us too at the same time. And she was never a support system. She will always bring us down. If we were scared to do anything and we opened up to her about it, she would call us weak bitches. She would just downgrade us heck much. And it was like, she would also use us to get things from men. She would go to parks or certain places and stuff and be like, oh, go say hi to Bud. Oh, go give him a hug. We'll do stuff like that. And I noticed, I'm not going to speak on my sister's side, but I noticed that my mom kind of wanted us to be, in a way, gold diggers and hoes. That's how I saw it. And that wasn't me, I didn't want to be that way. So when I was getting into my relationships and I was actually falling in love and shit and, not really getting nothing out of it, as, she would say, giving up free pussy, you feel me, as they would say, she would get so mad. And one day when I was coming home from school and she got my grades in the mail and I had a D, probably it was either a D or C in one class. All the rest were all A's. I was smart. But She literally beat my ass that day for no reason, just over that grade. And I'm just like, are you serious? So it's like, my mom is psychotic and bipolar. So she would always go through these little episodes where she would just talk about the family, talk all about they personal business to other family members and stuff like that. And I would see it and I'm like, okay, so this is what they were talking about. Like, my mama would lie her ass off. Like, she would lie so much and it made no sense to me. I just sit there and get so mad, like, Mom, why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Like, she'll be lying to anybody, like the doctors, all that. And I would be sitting there like, Mom, why are you lying? And then she would get mad at me because I'm over here calling her out on her lies. So it was like, I was just so different from my mom growing up, and I feel like she just hated it. And now it's like, anything that she don't like, she has to voice her opinion on, no matter who you are. It's like, I got my dreads. She says I'm not beautiful anymore. And she always talks major mess about my hair all the time. And it really hurts, you know? And right now, me and my sister are literally trying to better our lives and go for LVN. And she's just downgrading us so bad because she couldn't pass the LVN test when she was younger. But it was like, my mom ain't mentally there. She you feel me, ended up basically getting on SSI because of a what did she have again? A cardiac arrest that she had and a stroke that she had. So my mama hasn't worked in over 20 plus years. And when she was working, she kept getting fired from every place that she would apply to. So she started working under the table for somebody because she just, couldn't stop talking, couldn't stop running her mouth about people, couldn't stop voicing her unwanted opinions. Like, she's very, very negative. We call her Negative Nancy. It's like, if stuff ain't her way, the way that she wanted, it's a problem. And it sucks because she's then gotten herself into a bad predicament. My mom probably weighs around 80 pounds right now. She used to be like around 150. She lied to the doctors about her symptoms when she was going through the sickness probably like 2 years ago. And she was also going through a bad breakup with this guy. And so she just basically got herself into a bad depression and just stopped eating. And she just been drinking and smoking. She's been drinking and smoking weed my whole entire life. She ain't never stopped. And she won't stop. We've been telling my mom to stop smoking cigarettes, stop drinking, and all that for years. And she won't do it. So I finally caught up to her. Her liver is touched. And she's basically dying right now. And it really hurt. It's a lot to handle because it's like, I'm trying to be there for her as much as I can. But I hate this woman. And I don't want nobody in the comments to be like, oh, you don't hate her. No, yes, I do. But I'm still there for her. I'm still trying. And I don't really want to elaborate too much on like the stuff that she allowed to happen to me when I was little. But I got raped over 3 times by people that she trusted in her life. And she not once didn't believe me. The guy that she got depressed over, that got her in the situation that she is now, was stalking me at my job. He pulled up on me one day and tried to bribe me with money. He stole pictures out of my mom's phone and sent them to me and was telling me how beautiful I am. My mom actually believed his lie. He said his phone was hacked. But you know my mama like, you feel me? But I think she just didn't want to believe it because she was jealous. She didn't want to believe that her man would want me. So she took his side and really believed that. And that's sick. To me, it's like you basically got yourself in a dying position over a pedophile ass nigga. And recently, I've been her IHSS provider. I've been going over there every day, every night, cooking her dinner, lunch, all of that, like literally taking care of her, paying her bills, taking her places and stuff. I've been doing this for the last couple of months because I, like, you know, at the end of the day, that is my mom, and I don't want to ever end on a bad note with her. So I always put all the bullshit all the way to the back of my mind and just go in positive as I could be. But now I don't know if I could do it anymore because of what she just did recently. She got mad at my sister over something and took it out on me. And I promise you, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't yell. I didn't cuss. Nothing. I was so just understanding of her situation, her pain, and all that stuff. And all I was saying was, Mom, I hope you can gain weight. I hope you can just not focus on everybody else and just focus on yourself right now, because that's what matters. But she's negative Nancy. She don't want to hear that. So she just started going off on me about stuff. And then I'm texting her because she hung up on me. So I text her like, you know, I pray for you, Mom. Like, you know, I feel like you need to get back in church. I'm just speaking straight godly. She's saying nothing but nasty things to me. I couldn't understand it. I'm sitting here like, what the F? Like, my mom is really like gone. Like, is there a demon in her or something? Because how am I talking all this godly stuff and you're supposed to be a Christian, a godly woman, but you just dismissing everything I'm saying? And then she had the nerve to say, that's why you got raped and beat and nobody wants you. For a mother that basically allowed this to happen to me and still don't believe me and have the nerves to actually believe a man that's a pedophile over me, hurt so bad that she would even scoop that low and say that to her child. My best friend's calling me because I called her just a minute ago, but I don't even know what to do because it's about to be Mother's Day, and then also her birthday is June 3rd, and she's still expecting me to do something for her. But it's like, why should I? Why? Do you not understand what you said to me? Like, I'm still dealing with these rapes. Like, I just got raped last year in June. I mean, well, like in May, June. And that's the one she's talking about. That beating and that rape. It's still fresh. I'm still getting over that. I'm still a little traumatized by it because I almost died that night too. And for her to mock me and to throw it in my face like that, it hurt. But then it's like I always have to go back and be like, oh, I keep forgetting she's mentally ill. She's mentally ill. Like, she would never get it. She would never feel. She's a narcissist. She would never feel love. She would never feel nothing. She don't care. And it's hard for my boyfriends and some of my friends to understand that and grasp that. They think that, like, oh, just give your mom a chance. Oh, she'll change and be this way. No, she's mentally ill. She's unstable. She's like, you feel me? Like, it's not going to ever be that. And it's like, I don't want to cut her off. She's all I know. She's all I have. I don't talk to my whole family because of my mom. Why would I want to be around a family that's just talking trash about my mom 24/7? I just wonder what they say about me and my sister. You feel me? So I dusted that off. I don't got no family. I don't got no grandparents. All I got is my sister and my 2 nieces and my dad. But my dad is he's fucking he has dementia. He's 75 years old. He's old. He came back into my life 10 years ago. And hasn't been much of anything. He don't know me. I don't know him. He ain't helped me in life with nothing. He ain't gave me no type of tools. All he do is give me like little gifts and stuff because he feel bad for not being there when I was younger, and he see what I'm dealing with. He see my mom. He left and ran away from my mom because of how she was. My mom had to track him down. My mom had to find him. He didn't really want me. He really want nothing to do with me. And the only reason why my mom even tracked him down was just because it's money. For money. That's it. That's all mama care about. It's just money. So just, I just been through so much, and I feel like I just always get the short end of the stick. It's like nobody understands my pain or gets it, because it's like all the stuff that I have. I only have this stuff because I worked hard for it, because I got it. Because I didn't have it when I was little. I didn't have nothing when I was little. We went to flea markets and Salvation Armies for toys and clothes. My mom was the cheapest of the cheap. She was Mrs. Crab, okay? And I feel like any of us could get this stuff. You just have to be able to save your money. People just want to flash their money, and it's all about money. I'm not all about money. I don't love it. I like it. I don't love it. I will never love it, because I see what it do to people. I see how it get people. And I really want to go more into detail, but I don't think I'm like I don't think I want to share just yet, because it is kind of hard for me to talk to at this age in my life, because people are so judgmental. But I just wanted to share that story, and if you can relate, just let me know in the comments.